So here's your daily reading. I've got a cat playing with the microphone. Tower of the Abyss by Tourian. And first card is going to be the Sun, which is... let's have a look here. Now, I'm using Trippy Everything, one of their videos. Now, turn the volume a little bit up. It might get... what's the word? Struck with what they call it, copyright, but I just want to give them credit and said I want to give them, so you can get the full expression of what they do. Okay, the Sun. Here we go. Number 19. The sun rises faithfully in the east. Its rays are swirling and dancing with vitality. It's an energetic life force that activates all it touches. It awakens flora and fauna alike. In the Sun card, a portal to a world of bounty and plenty can be seen. Unlike the Moon card, there's nothing hidden here. There are no crossroads or obscured motives. This journey upon this golden road will be like no other, for the Sun is here to guide you. If the Sun card appears in your spread, life will soon be infused with vital energy and new hope. There is a whole world out there that's yet to be discovered. It has always been there, we just need to develop the eyes to see it. The Sun card is one of the best cards to get in a reading, signaling confidence, success and fulfillment. It's a card that calls for leadership and empowerment. If ever there was a time to take charge, it is now. Any projects or undertakings currently in progress will be achieved effortlessly, often simply through the shift in perspective and perception. What was once hidden shall soon be revealed. Right, the next card we have is the Ace of Cups. Okay, meow, and a little meow, meow. I don't want to pet you, boo. He's just eaten, so the ritual is, well, as soon as he's eaten, he has to be petted. And so he's a bit little miffed at the moment. Are you tired as well? There he is. He's petting me instead of me petting him. Okay, Ace of Cups. The Suit of Cups deals with emotions and matters of the heart. The Ace of Cups is about the initial burst of emotions when a relationship is fresh and new. And a cat brushing the microphone. In drawing this card, I wanted to capture the idea that emotional rush, its wild and untamed nature. The waters of the soul explode forth from the woman's solar plexus, the core of emotions in the body. They wing their way toward the goblet held in an outstretched hand, but they could easily miss their mark. This energy is still young and new. It is primitive and unpredictable. Who knows where it could lead, or if it will flow for reward or ruin. The Ace of Cups shows up in a reading when we are in the process of getting in touch with our feelings. It can also be referring to a strong attraction that is developing or about to come into your life. There is the time to let your heart be heard. Logic will not help you in the situation. The Ace of Cups sets the stage for establishing a deeper bond in a relationship, whether romantically or platonically. In order for this to happen, you need to let down your walls and let your feelings be known. You will also have to invest yourself and your time for this to become a reality. So that was the Ace of Cups. Next card we have is the Six of Cups. Okay. I'll be the back on it. Okay. Six of Cups. Memories form a large part of who we are. The people we've met and interacted with in the past, our childhood, all of these and more, strung together, form the picture of who we are as individuals. The Six of Cups is the card for review. We're reviewing things from our past relationships, childhood memories, or a love from the past, but now through a more objective lens. The Six of Cups can bring with it some nostalgia. Perhaps a reunion or a person from the past is making you think of all the things you thought to have forgotten. And it's okay to think of the past, as long as you don't start living in it. Memories are sometimes fickle, and we tend to remember things in a much better light than they truly were. So use the past to better your future. Use the emotional lessons, but don't let yourself dwell too much in the past. If you're reading this card as a follow-up to the Five of Cups, where we have had sorrow and regret, here we've moved beyond the sorrow. We are now reviewing things from our past relationships and can have a more objective stance. So there you go. It's a 5 of Cups. Okay, 6 of Cups, sorry. Oh, hang on, did I just read the... Oh, I'm sorry about this. That was the 5 of Cups, wasn't it? 5 of Cups, card of lost, forgotten, so the thing... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That was a 5 of Cups, right? That was a 6 of Cups. I'm sorry. Really professional, what do you think? Next one is the Chariot, number 7. The Chariot. The rider stands tall on her 2 swans, brave and full of determination. There is no fear in her as she guides the regal feathered creatures. She knows that fear will not help her in this mission, and any sort of wavering could bring about her demise. Therefore she guides the swans with steady hands, aware of the power hidden in the wings. She knows it's useless to try to go against the wind, so instead she harnesses it. In this manner her journey will be swifter and easier on the swans. The rider has to balance herself with care, taking note of her surroundings and also her charges. These are wild animals, and at any moment they could try to go their own way, even pulling in opposite directions. The Chariot is a card that encourages us to take action. These cards bring with it the potential of success in your projects or even physical moves. When this card appears in your reading, know that now is not the time to procrastinate or let yourself be distracted. Set your goals and maintain your focus. There are many things that can distract our attention on a day-to-day basis. Remain steadfast and know that the road to success is often filled with obstacles. It's all about how you approach them. It's your strategies, your tenacity, and your courage will ultimately allow you to realise your goals. Okay, and next card, we have 2 left, is the Moon. That's actually a really nice card, if I remember rightly. Okay, and the Moon. 18. Okay, the Moon, here we go. Near the edges of 2 cliffs, 2 figures stand, wrapped in the rays of luminescent moonlight. The male stands upon the right cliff, while his female counterpart stands upon the left. They represent the primordial, active and passive energies, spirit and matter, light and dark. There's only a small gap between them, making it easy for them to cross and unite. Yet one false step could be their undoing. The moon governs the tides. Its ever-changing phases exert a constantly shifting influence upon the waters of the earth, as well as upon our emotional lives. Each one of us is connected to the moon through occult energies that shift our emotional bodies. In contrast to the sun, which shines constantly and reliably, completely illuminating the world, the moon provides only intermittent and indirect light. The moon provides general impressions and cannot be relied upon to reveal the whole truth. There is something mystical to its permanence, its stillness and silence. For this reason, it is important to proceed with caution. When the moon card appears in your reading, it signals a period of fluctuation and change. For most of us, the inability to clearly distinguish our surroundings instills a sense of fear and anxiety, reminiscent of childhood fears of the dark. Moonlight dances lightly at night time. It hints but doesn't reveal all, and what we see by moonlight can turn out to be quite different in daylight. Therefore, it is not at all difficult to misperceive objects or intentions. Beware, then, of false impressions throughout this period, as it's quite easy to lose your step and be deceived. It's also wise not to make any major decisions or changes during this time. And the last card we have is the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. That'll be the end. Cups, then Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. In this card we see 2 different perspectives of a person swinging a pentacle-shaped pendulum. There is an effort to maintain a steady pace, and the person is very focused on their task. The eyes intently fixed on the object. The 2 of Pentacles speaks to the idea of managing several responsibilities at once. Sometimes, in order to do that, we have to be able to adapt and evolve with the changes that come. When the Two of Pentacles appears in your spread, you will soon be judging multiple commitments at the same time. You may feel as if you maybe feel if you are being pulled in many different directions. This doesn't mean that you won't enjoy the process. However, you will have to remain focused to balance and to attend to all of your responsibilities. You have the ability to take on challenges that face you if you maintain your focus and rhythm. So there we go. Be wonderful. Thank you.